My beloved child, listen carefully, for heaven does not speak of love lightly. Archangel Michael has descended with a message sealed in light. Your love, the one destiny has chosen for you, will cross your path on Monday. The place is already marked, the hour already written. Open your eyes and your heart, for the divine appointment has been scheduled by God Himself. For so long you wondered if love would ever find you. The nights were long, the silence heavy, and the questions louder than answers. You asked heaven, am I forgotten? Will my heart remain empty forever? And heaven heard every whisper. Every tear you shed watered the soil of a seed that is now ready to bloom. Finally, Archangel Michael says, the waiting is over. The shadow that delayed your love story has fallen. The door of companionship, joy, and divine connection has swung wide. And on Monday, in the place appointed, you will see the sign of fulfillment. This is not chance. This is not coincidence. This is heaven's timing. My beloved, God says, I preserved your heart through storms, I protected you from counterfeits, I kept you hidden until the right one was ready. Now, at last, I release you into the embrace you were born to know. You won't believe how clear the signs will be. The place will feel strangely familiar, as if you have walked there before in dreams. The air itself will seem to hum with recognition. Your spirit will whisper, this is it. And when your eyes meet theirs, time will pause, because heaven will be sealing what it has already written. Archangel Michael lifts his sword and declares, do not fear. Do not doubt. This love is not built on sand, but on stone. It is not fragile, but fortified. It is not fleeting, but forever. Walk boldly into Monday, for love has been waiting for you just as you have been waiting for it. My beloved child, prepare your heart. For Monday is not just a date on the calendar, it is the page of your destiny turning. The place is already glowing with divine presence. And your love, ordained by heaven, will be there waiting. My beloved child, as heaven unfolds the mystery of Monday, your spirit must prepare to recognize the signs. For God does not allow a divine meeting to arrive in confusion, He paints it with markers that only the chosen heart can see. The place where you will meet is not random. It has been whispered about in the language of dreams, hidden in the rhythm of your daily steps, and prepared long before you even thought of love. Finally, you begin to notice the patterns. Archangel Michael says, child, on that day, your steps will feel guided, not rushed. The atmosphere will carry peace, as though the air itself knows what is about to happen. Do not dismiss it as coincidence. It is the pull of destiny. The place will feel alive. Light will fall differently there. Sounds will seem clearer, as if the world wants you to pay attention. When you arrive, something deep in your spirit will whisper, I have been here before, though I have not. That is because heaven's hand has been upon that location for months, even years, waiting for you both to arrive at the same moment. My beloved, God says, you will not miss this. Even if you doubt, even if you fear, I will make the signs plain. I am the author of love, and I will not let the story I am writing for you be stolen or overlooked. You won't believe how your heart will respond. Before a word is spoken, your spirit will know. Their presence will feel familiar, like a long-forgotten song returning. The moment your eyes meet, something unexplainable will shift, the silence you carried for years will break, and you will feel the language of recognition without needing speech. Archangel Michael's voice resounds, "This is not ordinary love. This is covenant love. This is the union heaven prepared to strengthen you, not weaken you. To multiply you, not divide you. To heal what was broken and to bring laughter where tears once lived." Finally, you see the truth, the place, the day, the meeting, all of it is a holy setup. It is God proving once again that He writes the best stories, stories that no delay, no shadow, no enemy can stop. My beloved child, walk into Monday with expectation. Do not carry fear, do not rehearse rejection. Carry only faith, for faith is the key that unlocks what heaven has already prepared. The place is waiting. The moment is ready. And your love, chosen for you, will be there. My beloved child, the moment of meeting is not just an encounter between two people, it is the crossing of two destinies, the merging of two stories, the unlocking of a chapter heaven has been writing in silence. When your eyes meet theirs on Monday, it will not be ordinary sight, it will be recognition. Your soul will whisper, "Here you are. I have been waiting." Finally, you will understand why love was delayed for so long. It was not punishment, it was preservation. Every heartbreak, every closed door, every lonely night was heaven's way of protecting the purity of this moment. If you had settled too early, if you had rushed into the wrong arms, you would not have been ready for the one whose presence carries your peace. Archangel Michael says, "Child, when this meeting happens, do not question it. Do not let fear convince you it is too good to be true. This is not luck. This is not chance. This is prophecy fulfilled. Walk in it boldly, for God Himself has aligned your paths. The shift will begin inside you. Your heart, once weary, will feel lighter. The ache of years will dissolve like morning mist before the sun. Where fear lived, peace will move in. Where doubt echoed, certainty will sing. You will find yourself smiling without effort, laughing without force, speaking without hesitation, because love that is heaven-sent does not demand performance, it simply flows. My beloved, God says, the one I bring to you will not compete with your calling, but complete it. They will not drain you, but pour into you. They will not silence your voice, but amplify it. Together you will walk, not as two wanderers, but as one flame burning brighter than before. You won't believe how your future begins to open from that moment. Plans you thought impossible will suddenly seem natural. Dreams you buried will rise again, not as fantasies, but as blueprints ready to be built. You will look at them and see not just a partner, but a reflection of God's promise, a mirror that shows you how deeply you are loved by heaven itself. Archangel Michael lifts his sword, and light dances across the scene of your meeting. This love is not temporary. It is eternal in purpose. It will build a home of joy, raise altars of gratitude, and write testimonies that generations will tell. You thought you were waiting for love, but heaven was waiting for this covenant to begin. Finally, you realize, this Monday is not just a day on your calendar. It is the day your story changes forever. It is the day your heart finds its echo. It is the day your waiting turns into dancing. My beloved child, prepare yourself. For when you meet your love, you will not only meet a person, you will meet the future God has written for you. My beloved child, when two hearts chosen by heaven collide at the appointed hour, the story that begins is not written by human hands. It is carved in eternity. Monday is not only about meeting your love, it is about stepping into a destiny that has always been waiting for both of you. For your paths were never meant to run alone, they were always designed to run parallel, and now they finally merge. Finally, you see the larger picture. This love is not an interruption, it is an expansion. It will not distract you from your purpose, it will deepen it. Every dream you held quietly in your heart, every vision you thought was too heavy to carry alone, will suddenly feel lighter because another pair of hands will hold it with you. Archangel Michael declares, "Child, you are not meeting just a person, you are meeting alignment. You are meeting the missing piece of your assignment. You are meeting the partner who was shaped in silence, polished in hidden seasons, preserved for this very moment." My beloved, God says, "Two flames shall burn brighter than one. Two voices shall pray louder than one. Two hearts united shall walk farther than one. What I join together, no force of darkness can separate. What I bless, no curse can undo. What I ordain, no shadow can delay." You won't believe how doors will open after this union. Places that resisted you will suddenly welcome you. Opportunities that felt impossible will present themselves naturally. The favor you carried alone will multiply when combined with theirs, for love blessed by heaven carries generational authority. Finally, you will notice that the emptiness you carried for years will transform into overflowing joy. The silence you endured will be filled with laughter. The prayers you whispered will become songs of thanksgiving. And the nights you cried through will be remembered only as the soil where this new story took root. Archangel Michael raises his sword over you both and proclaims, "This love is covenant. It will heal what the world broke. It will build what time tried to delay. It will shine so brightly that others will find hope again. This love will not just change your story, it will change stories around you." My beloved child, understand this. Monday is not the end of your waiting, it is the beginning of your becoming. Two lives, once separate, will now write one story. And this story will be more beautiful, more powerful, and more eternal than you ever imagined. My beloved child, when heaven writes a love story, it is never just for two hearts alone. It is a seed planted in time, destined to bloom into generations. The love you are about to encounter on Monday is not only for your joy, it is for your legacy. It will ripple forward into children yet unborn, into families yet to gather, into lives you may never see, but who will live in the covering of your obedience. Finally, you realize the reason God asked you to wait, to endure, to be preserved. He was not only preparing you for love, He was preparing a bloodline. He was ensuring that what begins with you will not carry the curses of the past but the blessings of eternity. The cycles that haunted your family, loneliness, heartbreak, broken homes, will end with you. And from this love onward, a new story will be written. Archangel Michael says, child, your meeting on Monday is not just for romance. It is for restoration. It is heaven planting a torch in your lineage. The love you step into will be the fire that lights your generations. Where your ancestors wept, your children will laugh. Where the past saw delay, the future will run free. This is why the door opened now, because it was never only about you. It was about everyone who will come after you. My beloved, God says, this love will be a safe place. Your children will grow in peace, not in fear. They will inherit joy instead of sorrow, strength instead of weakness, abundance instead of lack. What you suffered will not repeat in them. What you lost will be multiplied in them. I am the God of generations, and through this love I am redeeming your family line. You won't believe the vision that unfolds. You see a house glowing with warmth, laughter spilling from its windows. Children run through the halls, carrying light in their hands. A table stretches wide, filled with abundance, where your family gathers in unity. And above the house, angels stand guard, their swords gleaming, their voices singing songs of protection. Finally, you understand, this meeting is bigger than a moment. It is the turning of an entire history. The patterns of brokenness that tried to cling to your family will not cross this threshold. The love you walk into on Monday is the gate that ends the old story and begins the new one. Archangel Michael raises his sword and proclaims, this love is covenant. It will leave an inheritance greater than gold, an inheritance of peace, of strength, of faith, of joy. Generations will rise and call you blessed, for what begins on Monday will not end with you. It will echo in eternity. My beloved child, rejoice. For you are not only meeting your love, you are meeting your legacy. The story heaven writes for you will not fade when your breath does. It will live on in the laughter of your children, the prayers of your grandchildren, and the songs of those yet to be born. My beloved child, when two lives are joined by heaven, their love does not stay hidden. It begins to overflow, touching everyone around them. The love you are walking into on Monday is not only for private joy, it is for public transformation. It is a flame that will spread beyond your home, igniting hope in weary hearts, rekindling faith in broken souls, and reminding the world that God still writes the most beautiful stories. Finally, you begin to see it, this love is not ordinary. It carries a mantle. It is anointed to heal, to inspire, to lift. The laughter you share will echo in the lives of others. The peace you carry together will become a shelter for many. Even strangers who meet you briefly will feel the fragrance of heaven in your union. Archangel Michael says, child, your love will be a testimony. People will look at you and know that waiting was worth it, that faith was not wasted, that God is faithful. Your relationship will become a living sermon, preaching without words, shining without effort. Where others doubted, your story will prove that heaven's timing is perfect. My beloved, God says, the world has seen counterfeit love, shallow love, love that burns quickly and dies fast. But through you, I will reveal covenant love, eternal love, love that is built on purpose, not just passion. And this love will restore faith in hearts that thought real love no longer existed. You won't believe how far the impact will reach. Friends will find healing by watching your joy. Families will be inspired to reconcile by hearing your testimony. Young hearts will learn patience by seeing how I rewarded your waiting. Even those who had given up on love will begin to hope again, because your story will remind them that what is delayed is not denied. Finally, you realize, this meeting is not just personal, it is prophetic. It is God proving to the world that He still fulfills promises, that He still writes with beauty, that He still joins hearts for a higher calling. Archangel Michael raises his sword over you both and proclaims, this love will not hide in silence. It will be light to the world. It will draw others closer to God. It will plant seeds of hope that will bloom long after your time. This love is not just about you, it is about everyone heaven will reach through you. My beloved child, prepare your heart. For Monday is not just a chapter in your diary, it is a chapter in heaven's book of testimonies. Your love will be the spark that lights fires of faith around the world. My beloved child, there are stories written in time, and there are stories written in eternity. The love you are about to step into is not just a chapter in your life, it is a prophecy carved in heaven's book. When you and your love meet on Monday, heaven will not only smile, it will sing. Angels will record it, creation will recognize it, and eternity will echo it. Finally, you realize that this love is bigger than human words. It carries eternal weight. It is not just about companionship, but covenant. Not just about emotion, but prophecy. Every step you take together will fulfill what was written long ago, when God whispered your names into existence side by side. Archangel Michael says, "Child, the world may see this as a simple meeting, but heaven sees it as a fulfillment." For centuries, the door to this love was closed, guarded, waiting for this exact time. Now that it has opened, your story has become eternal. It will not fade with age, it will not die with years, it will not vanish with memory. It is written forever. My beloved, God says, this love is a sign to earth and heaven alike. A reminder that I keep my promises, that I restore what was lost, that I bring beauty out of ashes. The two of you together are a living prophecy, your union is proof that my timing is flawless, my ways are higher, and my love never fails. You won't believe the vision that heaven shows you. You see your names written side by side in a scroll of fire, rolled out across the skies. Angels touch the letters and sing them as hymns. The stars themselves seem to align into patterns that spell out your story. And God whispers, this is not just for you. This is for generations to remember. This love will not just live, it will echo. Finally, the Spirit of God declares, when you join together, you become a prophecy fulfilled. You will speak hope without words, you will shine truth without effort, you will carry eternity in your footsteps. And every heart that sees your story will know that I am faithful. Archangel Michael lifts his sword and proclaims, this love is eternal flame. This love is eternal covenant. This love is eternal prophecy. It will echo in heaven's halls and earth's memory until the end of time. My beloved child, walk into Monday with reverence. For you are not only meeting your love, you are stepping into a prophecy that will never die. My beloved child, every story written by heaven must one day reach its seal. Not the end, for eternal love has no ending, but the divine seal that declares, it is complete. The love you are about to meet on Monday is not fragile, not temporary, not uncertain. It is fire, and this fire has been lit by God Himself. When you step into it, you will realize that it was never about waiting, it was always about preparing. Finally, you will feel the shift inside you, not just excitement, but peace. For real love does not bring torment, it brings rest. And as you take the hand of the one chosen for you, your heart will know what your mind could never explain, this was always written. Archangel Michael says, child, I have watched battles rage against your love story. I have seen forces try to delay, destroy, and deny what was promised. But here you are, standing in the very hour God marked. The seal of heaven rests on this covenant, and nothing shall undo it. My beloved, God says, I am not just giving you love, I am giving you a legacy. From this union, rivers of blessing will flow. Joy will multiply, faith will deepen, and generations will rise because of what I sealed in you today. What begins as two hearts meeting will become a flame that will burn beyond your lifetime. You won't believe the vision that unfolds. You see yourself holding their hand, walking forward, and behind you trails of light stretch out like endless rivers. Each step you take leaves sparks that ignite new fires, families restored, hearts healed, dreams awakened. Your love does not stay with you, it becomes a torch carried by generations. Finally, you see the altar where it all began, the place heaven prepared for your meeting. Upon that altar, your names are engraved together in eternal flame. And the voice of God thunders, what I have joined, no one can separate. What I have blessed, no one can curse. This flame will never die. Archangel Michael raises his sword one last time, the heavens trembling with his decree, this love is sealed. This covenant is eternal. This story is unbreakable. Walk boldly, child, for you carry the eternal flame. My beloved child, rejoice. For Monday is not just a day of meeting, it is the day a flame is lit that will never go out. It is the day a legacy is born. It is the day heaven and earth together witness the seal of your eternal love.